Hey guys, welcome back to our series For All Mankind. We've seen out the season finale, season 2, and it gave us a possible direction with Margot's character that I'm not entirely certain we're going to see or not now, because it then showed us jumping forward. So whether we do that initially or not, I don't know. But it looks like Mars is where we're headed, and 1995 is going to be the central focus point for season 3. I've no idea. We may start there, we may not. I'm excited to find out. So let's dive in. It's a brand new season, and we'll see where we go from here. Episode 1, season 3. Okay, here's a bit of background.
A lunar peace treaty essentially dividing the
Congressional
moon
report details
Split the moon in two.
Has now opened franchises in New York, Los Angeles, Berlin, and Tokyo.
Outpost franchise? What?
Margaret Thatcher a été tuée aujourd'hui.
The reactor developed by Dev Ayesa and Richard Hilliard has the
Republican
potential.
Ellen Wilson, a former astronaut, won her Texas Senate race
Baldwin and
handily.
Cleveland launched the world's
Find massive deposits of helium-3 on the moon.
President Hart won re-election in a landslide over Republican Pat Robertson.
Johnny number 5.
The son of Gordo and Tracy Stevens has arrived at the James.
Polaris Space
That
Force
kid.
has announced their latest venture.
They just crammed over a decade into 3 minutes. Forgive me for not knowing where the fuck we are and what happened.
The guests are almost here, so put your game face on.
Shut the front door.
Yeah,
Son
all
of
right,
a
better be. We'll see you in an hour.
Got a space station, aren't you, because it's orbiting. Insanity. Could you imagine? Could you possibly imagine? We just wasted all our time, efforts, and billions of dollars for it to amount to nothing. You'd need a reinforced floor for that, which is in the apartment building. Hey, all mathematical equations can be
Morning, Miss Madison.
Morning.
attributed to music.
Sorry, ma'am. Neptune Records called. The new album you ordered has arrived.
I'll pick it up later today.
Priority launches for his helium-3 mining equipment, and he sent a gift. Apparently, the smoked whitefish was flown in fresh from Norway this morning.
And remind him we don't accept bribes at NASA.
That doesn't look like a bribe.
Let's go around the world.
The State Department is reporting another failed North Korean launch. They reached orbit this time, but the upper stage exploded before the spacecraft could be deployed.
The repairs to the Thomas Paine Orbital Telescope went well, and the shuttle Enterprise is slated to return to Earth tomorrow morning.
Enterprise!
So, good news?
Just the information, please. No commentary.
Sorry, yes, ma'am.
Jamestown.
You
Initiate
had
hot
to.
fire test.
Copy. Initiating K-32 Nerva engine hot fire test. Engine start. Chamber pressure now at 3860 kPa.
Makes it a lot easier if you can do it all up there. That doesn't sound good.
Coolant pressure has jumped.
Oops, spikes.
Bypass flow is down. We're losing cooling in the core.
Oh, it's gonna go.
If we don't get this engine functioning soon, we're not going to be able
Make
to
the 96 Mars launch window.
I know. Okay, so work the problem. You'll get there. Keep digging.
We are pleased to officially confirm that the Soviet Union will be launching a manned mission to Mars in 1996. The USSR will once again be
They're
victorious
right there with them.
as the first nation to set foot on humanity's newest frontier.
The president's not going to be happy.
We need to respond. Make it clear we're going to be first. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Madison, the president's been asking again about our own commander selection now. It's been weeks since we narrowed it down to Baldwin and Poole.
So the Soviets are still trying to beat them to it. It's a fine line between a race for that, but making sure you get everything right.
Final approach for docking. Polaris, Shuttle 2, inside, hands-off point.
Group of passengers preparing to exit Shuttle 2 for
Look at the
elevator.
level of their computers already.
Elevator ready and waiting for descent from main hub.
Weird.
We came in peace for all your cash.
I'm just glad I'll be on my way to Mars in a few years and leave all this bullshit to you lowly Earth dwellers.
It is you?
Man,
Okay.
you know.
I just keep thinking that at some point they're too old to be doing this, but apparently not. Oh, that reminds me of 2001, you know, because obviously
Welcome
they
to
were
the
orbiting
Polaris
for
Orbital
gravity.
Hotel.
Sweetie, if you're feeling sick, that's totally normal. I know it takes me time to get adjusted to being up.
Who the hell's he?
I'm fine.
Yeah, got our room key.
That would be a yes.
Yeah. Good to see you.
I'd missed that he was with her at this point when it showed the recap.
Remember Yvonne, don't you?
Yes, of course. Kelly showed me all the photos. You look lovely.
Thank you.
Wow.
Talk about the ultimate destination wedding, am I right?
Yeah.
How was the flight?
Nice. Yeah, docking was good. Your pilots know what they're doing.
Okay, see you later.
right.
Bye. Bye.
Rail. Ah, yes.
Margot.
You know, we banned smoking in this building last month.
Don't think she cares.
I had no idea. You should put up some signs.
The Russians have just announced
If you're the
commander
boss,
for their Mars mission.
one of the bosses, who cares?
Why haven't we announced Danielle Poole as our commander?
Because I haven't made up my mind yet.
She's commanded more missions than any other astronaut in the program the last 10 years.
God.
Look, I like Poole. She's too by the book.
Are those even negative traits?
What I am trying to say is, I think we need someone who's willing to take risks. If the shoe fits.
It's amazing how them starting off
Let's
with the
be
moon
honest.
has kept them
He's arrogant.
on trajectory
He's
for
got
this.
a temper, and to be frank, he's old. No, I mean old. This isn't Gemini, Molly. NASA's changing. We can't just rely on test pilots anymore. It's the scientists. More than 50% of last year's ASCAN class were former pilots and test pilots.
We weren't reaching for an instruction manual to figure out what to do every time the shit hits the fan. NASA may be changing, Margot, but space remains an unrelenting bitch.
The flight to Mars.
It's a 2-year mission. Okay, we've got a time scale properly
You
now.
seriously think Ed Baldwin is better suited to handle that?
Well, giving out command slots based on anything other than ability is a recipe for screwing the pooch. You know that. I decide who goes up.
And when. I know.
Yeah, you're not going to see eye to eye on this, clearly. This is, I suppose, if you continue to push forward your whole space race, and, you know, for all we know, they could end up somewhere with, like, the Federation 300 years from now. At what point do you stop using test pilots and just people who are trained thoroughly in an environment, maybe tested on simulators and everything? At what point do you keep going old school? Or starting to trust your training program thoroughly that people will follow rules and go by the book, but can handle the pressure like our captain would when things do actually go wrong and you need to improvise on the spot, because all of this is life and death.
Continue this discussion when I'm back from Huntsville.
I can't wait.
I pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
What a bonkers place to have a wedding. Being in spacesuits and barely being able to breathe in space to a fucking hotel up here.
You done good. Done real good.
Hotel hosts the first ever wedding in space for the son of American heroes Gordo and Tracy Stevens. The wedding is a soft launch.
Well, his husband. It is, isn't it?
Hello?
We're still doing the payphone thing.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm cold. Well, we can use your assistance once again. Our engineers are having difficulty with asymmetric torque in our Mars orbiter.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you so much, Michael.
I should be thanking you.
So this did continue with them.
Last month to our GNC subsystem.
I'm glad it was of use.
It was.
It seems like a mutual.
And congratulations on the announcement.
All I'm saying is this seems more mutual. I can help you with this, you help me with that. I was seeing what it showed us at the end of the last season of them looking to recruit her over to the Russian side without her even understanding or realising that that's what they were doing and what they had in mind. But this seems more like a two-way thing. Obviously, the Neptune Records thing is a whole cover. I don't know. We'll see where we go with it.
Both preparing for the journey to Mars. It would not have
happened
without your help, Margot.
I'll just pointed you in the right direction.
Only a few more weeks until this year's IAC conference.
So she must be completely aware.
Sergey. 4 years to go.
You're allowing them to keep up. You're passing information to them, so in effect...
I cannot wait.
Oh, I don't know. You're making sure the Russians have a damn good fair chance of beating you to it. I don't know. I don't have enough information as to just how far this has gone between the two of them.
Если я на нее буду слишком сильно давить, она
I'm doing it via him. Yeah, they're using him as the intermediary. Hence that she won't even know she's working for us. This is how they've done it. She thinks she's helping an old friend.
Hi, Victor.
I'm busy catching up here.
Her Democratic rival Governor Clinton criticized her voting records.
Don't tell me she can end up president.
Javi, quiet. Victor, can you deal with him? I really need to finish this tonight.
Okay. Dinner is ready. My specialty, Miss Madison. Enchiladas rojas.
Wow,
Please,
that's so
everybody,
cool.
sit.
That's nice to see.
Dad, you put cheese in the enchiladas.
No, but it's okay. It's just a little bit.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Everybody likes cheese.
No, he doesn't. He just forgets sometimes.
All the time. Who's hungry? Me. Madison, número uno.
Lame party, huh? What's your name?
You blink and suddenly people married and
the
got kids.
stepson of the woman who saved the world with a handshake.
Please look over at the screen behind you. We have a message from a good friend of Danny's.
Hey, Danny. Amber, it's me. I wish I could be there with you all today to celebrate, but I'm stuck down here at the end of the world, freezing my butt off. Oh, and please make sure my dad doesn't embarrass himself too much on the dance floor. Too late.
Come on.
Cheers. No.
Weirdly enough, Ed looks more natural now, with the hair and everything. Oh, what's blown up?
Was something that I might have said.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Smack. Yeah, that's all it takes.
Commander Laporte.
Uncommanded burn.
One of our main orbital thrusters is performing an uncommanded burn.
Killer power to the valve.
Try that. It must be jammed open.
Automatically, the burns might be able to count.
Space debris of any kind.
Looks like the valve is stuck all the way open.
Uh-oh, that's a problem.
Gravity is starting to rise, Commander.
Yeah, that was a problem. 1.03 G and rising. Yeah, look, it's too heavy for the cake. The human body won't perceive it just yet, but if it keeps increasing, it will pretty soon.
They look good, didn't they? Danny and Amber.
It's weird, isn't it? The human body, because of the evolution of humans on our planet, we have evolved to a narrow operating window. Not too hot, not too cold. Certain atmospheric pressure, certain gravity, and as soon as you start moving outside of those very narrow lines, it lets you know just how frail the human body is and how dangerous things can become so quickly. We know that up here in space anyway, because humans were never designed to be in space, of course. But even when you're inside here, that's obviously been meticulously built, tested over and over before you would allow what in effect is civilians up here. That as soon as things start to go wrong, you are then dealing with a bunch of scared, frightened people up here who have no idea what to do, how to cope. And then those people that are in this room that have that experience will more than likely have to jump into action. I don't know how bad this is going to go here. I want to see what happens here.
There is a problem with the hotel's gravity levels.
Gravity levels?
One of the hotel's orbital thrusters is stuck. We think debris from a North Korean rocket may have struck it. Supposedly in the clear. The gravity is at manageable levels now, but It's rising.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We're going to do an EVA to manually close the thruster's valve.
This is a big thing.
Alert the guests?
I don't think there's any reason to concern the guests right now. I just say we
Yet.
fix the damn thing.
A niobium alloy nozzle will cool more effectively in the vacuum space.
A radiative cooling design would be optimal. We just have to make sure the technicians up there keep the nozzle wall thickness within the correct tolerances.
We'll need to send someone to oversee the repair.
Yeah, good idea. Maybe we should.
You leave in a week.
Knew that was coming.
What do you mean?
You.
What?
You mean you want me to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your final dream. You always wanted to. This may be your chance.
Papa! I'm going to the moon.
I'm crying. I know what that meant to him. I don't know what it meant to her. Damn, man, this show's getting me emotional. That was right of you to do that.
Sure, you done this before?
Yeah, all the time.
You've got that view out your window and you're busy getting high.
My dad seems happy, so that's good. He actually says that she reminds him a lot of my mom.
Well, I'm assuming you weren't hers.
Died
You're
when
too
I was
old.
little. Actually,
Sure, you married.
don't remember her all that well.
Incredible view. Depends if it's repairable.
Attaching tethers.
Watch your footing.
Copy, skipper.
1.4. You're gonna start feeling it. Did you hear how those shoes dropped? That was a nice little piece of attention to detail. That dropped like it was a pair of work boots, really heavy. I mean, it is their wedding night, you know, but...
You didn't have to come, but you said you wanted to.
Oh, so it's all my fault again, as usual.
Just stop.
There you go. That'll make him notice. That dropped too quick. That went... Something's wrong. Look at the flowers drooping. Oh, this is so good how they've done this. They'll know it. They'll recognise the signs instantly. Look at the cake, it's squished. It's subtle, but it's increasing exponentially. Something's wrong here.
I have one.
There's something going on.
Remember, when you get close to the edge of the ring, stay clear of the Vern thrusters.
Hey, do you see that? Yeah. The coupling is shaking. Yeah. I think it's coming loose.
Abort the repair. Return to the hatch immediately.
What is it?
You feel it?
Come on.
No, I'm serious.
I mean, how structurally steady is this place? Oh no! Cables hit them.
Sai. Joaquin, do you read?
They're dead.
Not responding.
Negative EKG.
Right, before anything else happens, as it was starting to happen, and he informed her, and she said, is everything going to be okay? And he said, well, it's not really much to worry about now, but we need to get on it straight away. At that point, you've got the ship there. I think you should have evacuated. I don't know how structural this thing is going to stay intact. But you've not got NASA to hand here. It's, I don't know, I feel like where they currently are, the way past the technological side of things was to where we ever got. But at the same time, was this the right time to be building a hotel up here when the furthest we've gone is Mars? It is the moon, and we're reaching for the Mars. It feels a little bit jumping the gun, thinking that it's now safe enough to just build a hotel up here and start bringing up civilians. It just seems a bit too early. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Oh, man. And that's going to cut a hole all the way through there. Come on, Ed. You know what this means. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get out there right now. Right now. You're going to lose you're going to decompress in here. Oh! Fuck, that was your fault. But
pressure in module 6.
Activate whole
I'm on the
breach
edge of my
back
fucking seat here.
Must be a bad thruster.
Bit more than that.
Modulate is starting to lose pressure.
Aye, Commander. Damage control to modulate.
Your hotel's about to go down as bad as the Titanic did.
Sealed off the quadrant.
Thrusters are still firing. This ship isn't built to withstand centrifugal force greater than 4 Gs.
There you go. That's our
What
answer.
happens at 4 Gs?
Come apart.
You'll tear yourself apart.
Okay.
And you're halfway there.
We need to evacuate.
You think?
Get everyone to the shuttles.
You think?
Down to the elevators and up to the central hub of the hotel where there is still zero gravity. This is only a precautionary measure, okay? I just need us all to please listen to all crew members' instructions because your safety is our #1 concern.
That's not to do with that space program.
You okay? Maybe gotta be close to 2 Gs now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Ship's rotating too fast.
I still think like this kind of emergency up here is only what astronauts and the trained people should be dealing with.
Board the elevator in the next group.
Okay, this group's offloaded. I'm headed back down in the elevator.
All right.
It's gonna crash. There it goes.
The elevator in quadrant 3 just went offline.
What do you mean offline?
Its sensors just stopped transmitting suddenly.
Both all other elevators.
It's gonna be buckled. I think he's dead. You got a major incident on your hands here. The elevator's really the right thing.
Do not use the elevators. I repeat, do not.
You're gonna have to use the access shaft. It's to the right of the door. It goes all the way to the center hub. They were killed, and then Sam, look, we have to evacuate, okay? I'm so sorry.
All right.
I'm gonna be sick.
Use the gravity. Take deep breath.
Oh, with the ladder. Oh my god.
Y'all need to go on without me.
You can't.
They're not gonna make it up either. We're in double gravity. It'd be like climbing a ladder with another person on your back.
It is.
If I can get to him, I can make it to the thruster.
Even if you make it out there, the gravity around the edge of that ring will fling you off like a rag doll.
What other choice do we have?
You're running out of them very quickly. I say, this was too soon.
Structural integrity along the outer rim, Commander.
I bet you are.
We might not even make it to 4 Gs before this place comes
No,
apart.
because it started ripping it apart. There he goes.
Is there someone out there?
Oh, this whole thing is going to go. The lot of you are going to die on it otherwise. I'm assuming they're not magnetic boots, which really they should be. Oh my god, what an intense opening episode this is. This show knows how to create intense moments. I already knew that from what we've already watched, but come on, kid. How the hell did he miss that? Wow. No one can even get up now. Come on. It's all on you. You just shut this damn thing down. Don't drop that. Remember him dropping that spanner in the Expanse at the beginning, and he's like, no! He's like, so I got a spanner. 4.04, you passed way past the red line here. I mean, great, but he's still got to get back in yet.
Commander,
Drop him.
burn thrusters are slowing the ship down.
And if that doesn't tell you that you are outstretching and outreaching the limits of what your technology is capable of right now, you need unconventional thinking, bravery, and someone who can not just follow the book. You'd have all been dead in the next 15 minutes. I'm assuming that's the first time it's there. Oh my god, it's knocked him off the... Sees the sun come up. What an incredible shot that is, though. Is he fucked? I think so. I don't know. I don't actually know. Is he screwed there? Can he bring that tether line back in? Is it motorized? Can he pull it in? I don't know. I saw it knock him off. What an intense last 20-25 minutes that was. They gave us an introduction to where things had moved on with technological wise, and obviously all the world events taking place, which is so much to try and take in at the beginning of the episode. But rather than just leaving it at that, like if memory calls, if I think that's what they kind of did with the first episode of season 2. With this one, they split it in half and they created a disaster that was totally unexpected. Nothing to do with the space program or going to Mars or anything. It's just, I don't know, the hubris of mankind thinking that they've conquered and mastered something so equivocably that they stop building upon what they think they have under control, only to find out they don't. And that the slightest thing can just tip the balance, like what that did with just a little piece of debris from the Iranian rocket. And look at the chaos it's just caused. It's too soon to be building hotels up here. It would have been one thing if they'd have built one on the moon and it was a stable platform and you had ships docked there to stand by if there's any emergency for that, and you can all just leave. But to make it an orbital platform, in effect, to get round the fact that you can't create natural artificial gravity on the moon, so you couldn't have a hotel up there, not with the level of technology that they currently have. Everyone would still be in spacesuits. Well, no, not in spacesuits, but it would be a lot harder to maintain, like what they've got with the base. Just to create an orbital one and simulate the gravity that way, there are so many fucking things that can go wrong. And it just did. We've moved on a lot with the storyline. It's great to see Thingy's father, I've forgotten his name now, to see that she's going to get to go up in space. We have got a long way to go with this season yet. We haven't really tackled anything. The only thing that was of concern with me is what was going on with Margot, and I think that obviously is still an ongoing thing. They're still pressuring Sergei to get the information. It's still arms race. It's still a space race between America and Russia, but the Iranians are trying to get in on it. God knows where this season's going, but what a spectacular opener that was. Hope you enjoyed that. My heart was in my mouth for the last 20 minutes. I don't know if I did enough talking or too much talking. I don't know. No idea. I'll be back for episode 2 in a week. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, do not forget to put your comments down below and hit the subscribe. I would really appreciate it. All of these episodes, of course, are available in full length over on Patreon. If that's not where you're watching, you can head over there by checking the link in the description. I will see you for episode 2 in a week. I can't wait. I want to see what happens next. See you for the next one. Take care.